Chili Phil, and this is Phil the Burn. Tonight is Hump Day Burn Day. Tink, Gusher. I'm gonna choose a pepper and then a pod. I'll try to do the pod after I do the Gusher, but the Gusher is going to be a little on the brutal side. But I'm trying to debate on if I'm going to do double doomed for the Gusher or maybe some tincture. But we will see. Let me grab another paper towel and I'll be right back. Ugh. Hey Jen, how you doing? Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna put, make into the gusher. Regardless, it's going to be painful. If I do double doom, I'm not sure how much I'm gonna put in it. Maybe not a whole lot, but it'll still be a gusher. So I'm gonna get a pod that can hold a decent amount. Well, not a decent amount because I'm not gonna kill myself with it. Maybe that pod right there. Put like a little drop in it. It'll light me up a little bit. But yeah, this wait a few minutes before we start this show off and get it going. Hopefully, it's another good live stream as it was like last night and night before. So it's going to be we got two people in the room. Okay, this smash that like button. Whoever else is in the room, it'd be greatly appreciated. If you're new, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll keep on doing videos. So the more subscribers, close we get to 1,000. The closer I get to being monetized, and I could start doing members only shows. But yeah, today's today's caption for the show is tincture, tink, gush, and pod. Means tincture, gusher, and pod. So I'm gonna try to do something. I'm gonna try to do a drop of tincture and do a gusher and then eat a pod. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? So game plan is going to try to burn myself up a little bit today. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the room. My eyes are playing tricks on me today. I don't know if my contacts are messed up a little bit, but we'll be all right. So what's going? How you doing today, Ty? In gaming. Hope you guys are having a good day today. My day has been going good so far. All right, we got 18 people in this room. Let's smash that like button. If you happen to be new to this channel, like, share, and subscribe. So I'm gonna at the about the 5 minute mark. Going to start off with some tincture and go from there like that. Let that burn up for a little while. Then a little bit later on in the show, I'm going to do a gusher. A gusher is when you open this up right here, pour a little bit of hot sauce. You can put some tincture in it or whatnot. Then you eat it, and then it's like the freshen up gum where it has that little syrup in it. Then it just squirts in your mouth. It'll burn me up a little bit more, and then a little bit after that, I'll eat a hot pepper after that. So, hey, Senate, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Gunty, what's going on? Canadians are playing tonight, aren't they? If they hopefully the Canadians could pull another win off. Oh, let me get one more swing before I do another. Are they in Carolina or that's right? They're still in Carolina, aren't they? Start to show off with a drop of redheaded stepchild. No, it's actually tincture for with hot peppers. I took a bunch of hot pepper flakes and hot peppers, dehydrated peppers, soaked it in Everclear for like a month and a half, let it evaporate for like a month, and I do a drop of not every now and then. This one's pretty hot right now. It's all in the tongue, not so much on the back of the throat. My ear popped a little bit. It's off that little bit of drop too. That's crazy. What's going on, boxer? Uh, uh, uh. Yeah, right now it feels like there's fluid in my ear. It's the first time I had that happen. My ear's popping though. Yeah, this is a no math zone here. Only thing I know is you can count on me. I'll burn myself up. That's the only math you're going to worry about. All right, that burns is going to the tincture's moving to the back of the throat a little bit. I'm not saying it's hitting the stomach or anything, not yet, but I do feel it like right in here a little bit. And I only did like a half a dropper of it, which was weird. Normally, I don't really get burned up too bad off it, but my ears are always ringing. No, it was the redheaded stepchild. It's still evaporating a little bit too, so it's been getting hotter as it's staying in the bottle. I mean, I keep a bottle in my pocket, and I guess the heat from my leg. No, I'm on a chicken. Don't egg me on. Yeah, right now, like I said, the burn is the burns is on the tip of the tongue. Oh, I know you are. Whew. I think if I do a gusher with the double doom, I will definitely be calling some dinosaurs a little bit later on. But yeah, but I like a good pepper burn where it will make my not only will make my ears pop, but it makes my sinuses rattle a little bit. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to open this up to get the double doom in. So what I'm going to do is, where's it at? You know what it is? The Dean Weeper. Oh, I'm going to wait a few minutes before I do it. But yeah, my like I said, my ears are almost always ringing. I got that tinnitus stuff, or whatever the hell that stuff's called. I mean, that's probably from all the years I listened to headphones real loud and all that stuff. So my hearing's not 100% anyway. Sometimes I only hear the things that some of the things I want to hear, some things I don't want to hear. But it is pretty unique when I get a real good endorphin dump where my sinuses are starting to vibrate. And I haven't had that since pod season, middle of pod season, probably like August, since I had my sinuses rattle like that. But it'll happen again this year. I'm just gotta chase the burn. I do one more swig of this. For people who knows, this is the Dean Weeper. This is a tincture made by Clayton Hollingsworth. Well, for people who don't know, should say. So I'm gonna put that right here for now until I'm ready to do it. There's nothing else on the plate. Okay, well that's not good. See, I normally feel a little bit more pressure. I usually feel a little bit more pressure coming in my ears when I know they're going to pop. So when I get hear building, and next thing I know, that's where they pop. So yeah, they popped one time when I did that little drop, and for me to do it, have that happen off a half a like a quarter of a dropper of my tincture right off the bat. I mean, it means that I haven't done tincture anything spicy in the last couple days. No, I did something last night. I'm sorry, nothing too bad, but nonetheless, I didn't do hardly any tincture though. That's the funny thing about it. But yeah, the tincture is probably going to be working its way through this pod in a minute, so I'm going to have to eat this right now. So yeah, it is like a mad science. So this is a habanero. I filled up with some Dean Weeper for people who don't know. It's called a gusher. Here we go. Whew. Got tears coming from out of both my eyes. What's going on, Dell? Just did a gusher with the Dean Weeper. I started off with half a dropper of this, my own tincture, and then I filled up. I did a habanero gusher with the Dean Weeper. That burns all on the tip of the tongue, back of the lip, front of the lip a little bit. Ugh, ugh. So a little bit more on the back of the throat right now, and that was only a habanero. So you get a little bit of the burn from the habanero. It's not too bad. That burns mainly on the tongue, but the tincture's on the back of the throat. Yeah, my ears are cracking a little bit. Ooh, yeah, my tolerance is a little low today. I could actually say right now, it feels like my ears are starting to burn a little bit. Uh, okay. Sounds like it would be interesting, Dell. Might have to check it out. Uh, got about 4 tears coming out. I got 3 tears coming down this side right here. Probably like 2 right here. What made you decide to do that channel right there? Do you play music on it? Uh, you could go ahead and throw your link up on your for your channel up on the chat. We could get you some more all right, cool. Yeah, you could throw up the link onto my chat and hopefully you can get some more subscribers. Uh, well, welcome. Oh, yeah, no, all that stuff's sitting right here on my chest right now. Well, you go to your main page, your home page, where you have your title at, and then you click onto that, and you'll have your link onto it, and then you can just copy it, and then you can just paste it into the chat. Oh, Yeah, that one was pretty rough. I think anytime you do a Dean Weeper gusher, I don't care what kind of pepper it is, it's going to be brutal. You'll have to go look it up after I get mine upload. I'll do it tomorrow because sometimes it takes my channel to upload like 8 or 9 hours. So I'll do the first thing in the morning. Oh, cold water on my hands. I'm not worried about my hands. I didn't say something spicy. Oh, I could only imagine. By the time you get that primatale in it, it's going to be hot. Nice. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll look at it tomorrow. Yeah, right now, like I said, right now I can feel the burn, like right here. It's on the cusp of my stomach. Ugh. That was pretty good. I like that burn. Yeah, but as of right now, like I said, I just ate something spicy. So what I'm trying to do is I'm riding the burn out. I'm not trying to really calm it down. Well, yeah, you got to prep a little bit. If I'm doing some super hot peppers, I'll make sure I eat a big meal before I do them. Every meal's got to be big, and then right before I go on live, I'll make like 4 or 5 peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and then I'll eat that because I'm not going to go in on an empty stomach because that would mess your stomach up. No milk here. If you drink milk, that just calms it down. It'll make you want to throw up if you drink a lot of milk. But right on, Gunty. Right on. Yeah, I used to chase it with milk, but I learned not to because it's more fun when you ride the burn out and then you conquer the burn. It builds your tolerance up, which is a good thing. And that's what I like to do. It also helps me get myself conditioned for hot pepper eating season because I'm in a hot pepper contest later on this year. Yep, exactly, Gunty. Okay. See, I won't eat the peppers on an empty stomach. Maybe a habanero might be the hottest I'll do on an empty stomach, but anything else like that, I will not do it on an empty stomach because the cramps could be pretty bad. Like I got 3 more peanut butter jelly sandwiches next to me, and after this live stream, I'll probably eat. I'll eat those. Right? I have to agree, Gunthy. Yeah, I like we chase the heat here. You know, it's we do this for fun. And anybody else that does a channel that eats spicy stuff, that's what they do. They ride the burn out and they go from there like that because we enjoy exactly, Jen. But yeah, it's what we do around here. We enjoy the burn. We chase the heat. We get the endorphin dump. What most of us do, and then we go from there. Yeah, I didn't do the double doom gusher, but I did the Dean Weeper gushers. So that's pretty much equivalent to what I did would have done with the health day they had the double doom, but do a little swish. Now I'm gonna have the smell of Dean Weeper up in the back of my nose. Right? Yeah. But sometimes where yeah, when you eat that one pepper where you thought you prepped for it, it wasn't good and it was good enough, but then it creeps back up on you. Sometimes it doesn't matter how much you prep. Thank you. But sometimes it depends on I mean, it's like so no matter how well you think you prepped, and you no matter what after the video, when once you go lay down after everything's said and done, 2 o'clock wakes you up and you're in the bathroom calling those dinosaurs. But right? I mean, if I ate peppers all day, I mean that would be pretty intense. But I don't know if I could eat a pepper. I couldn't eat a super hot pepper like a prima tolli or something like that. Where I was at when I'm at work, because I'd be burning myself up and wouldn't be able to talk to the. It's all good, Annie. I already did the evil red. I mean, I'm sorry, the redheaded stepchild tincture drop, and then I did the gusher, but I did it with the Dean Weeper. But cool. I heard St. Petersburg is beautiful. But yeah, I did a Dean Weeper gusher in a habanero. Back of my lip is still burning a little bit. I'm thinking about another 10, 15 minutes. I'll do the uh I'll do the habanero and I'll complete the trifecta with the peppers because I really don't have anything hotter than the habaneros in the bag right here. I may have a scotch bonnet, but I'm not sure. Oh, excuse me. Uh, so I got the pod ready. I'm gonna eat that in a little while. Got to spread it out a little bit. I don't want to do it too as all too close. I did the tincture and the gusher relatively close, so I'm gonna eat the habanero in a little bit, so we can just talk for a little while for this. I do have a couple dried ghost peppers, but that's about what that's basically the hottest ones I have. I think I got a couple other peppers that are partially dehydrated, but I can't remember which peppers they were. I think I got those ones from Clayton Hollinsworth. I just can't remember which ones they are. Right? But see now, anything that I'll have, from any of my extra peppers and all that stuff, I will throw them in a dehydrator and I'll dehydrate them and make them into pepper flakes for my next round of tincture. So this year, whatever peppers I have left over, it'll just be made into tincture for the next batch. So eventually, I'm gonna get my tincture bottled up. I mean, it's been evaporating for God over almost a month now, over a month. So it's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty hot. The closest I ever been to Niagara Falls, Gunty has I've been to Niagara Falls, but I've been. I think I was on the U.S. side when I was a little baby. I think I was like 3 years old or something like that when I went up there. I can't remember. Right? Wish I could get some dehydrated chocolate primatolas or something like that. That would be really cool. Well, I wouldn't mind going to Toronto because I would like to go see the Hockey Hall of Fame. I know what you meant, Gunty. I mean, Boxer. Sorry. Yeah, I would like to go up to Toronto to go see the Hockey Hall of Fame. That would be pretty cool. See all the extra rings from the Stanley Cup. See all the other things they got going on up in the up in the Hall of Fame. It'll be pretty cool to go see. Yeah, like I said, I do. I do have some dried peppers. I do have some dried out ghost peppers, but okay. Well, as everybody knows, I'm a Pens fan, so we're rivals then. Boxer, you like the Caps, I like the Penguins, so it's all good. Makes it fun. Too bad the Pens and the Capitals weren't in the playoffs. It could have been. Well, the Pens were in the playoffs, but they got knocked out. But Philadelphia just had their number this year in the playoffs. That's all. They got knocked out by the Columbus from the Canadians after that. So that was a beautiful thing. I was happy when I seen the Flyers get knocked out. But let's get another spruce. So what are what is Rich Ovechkin going to do? Okay. So is Ovechkin is he going to retire at the end of this year? By the end of this season? Well, it is over, but is he retiring or is he coming back? They re-signed Malkin for 1 year. They were going to pay. They're going to pay him $5 million to play one more season. This is his 21st season. Crazy, but he's going to be a fur. He's going to be. They're going to waive that 3 year waiting list for him to get into the Hall of Fame. I mean, they have to. He has to be in the Hall of Fame. It's like this summer. I mean, he has he got he should have had at least one or two more cups at least, but at least he has that one. Like, yeah, Crosby when he retires, he'll be in. They'll waive that 3 year waiting period for him too. Well, I think he probably should have retired this year because 22 years in the NHL would be really hard as you get over 40 try to compete in that at that same level. And he may not heal up as well in the off season and be ready for the season again. I mean, those guys are in great shape, but I mean, but he's nowhere near as fast as he used to be. Let me do this one more time. But this is part of the trifecta right here. So I don't know. I don't know if I should, but I will. Right, and that's impressive for a guy over but his age. I mean, look at Crosby. Crosby still looks like he's playing. He could play like another 4 or 5 years. Yeah, it was a great run for the in the last 20 years to watch both both Ovechkin and Crosby and Malkin all playing, tearing up the league the way they did. I mean, but it's a new era now. I mean, these kids are way wicked fast. They're a whole different style of player. I mean, they're more conditioned. They're stronger, faster. Still got pieces of that pepper all in my teeth. I can feel. I kind of wish like Pittsburgh had a professional basketball team, but they just don't have it. I'm not a real big basketball fan anyway, but I think if they did, maybe I would be watching a little bit. But then I don't have that much time on my hands to go from football to from baseball to football to hockey and stuff like that. I'm primarily just a three sport kind of person. I don't even have time to watch all of those at times. Okay. Well, the NBA is pretty big too, but at one time Pittsburgh had the ABL, but yeah, in the last 20 years, I would have to say Crosby and Gensel, Jake Gensel were my two favorite players. TJ Oshie was he's pretty good. Him and Ovi, man, they wreaked havoc on the NHL together. It was always fun watching those guys play, except when they were playing against the Penguins. It was always a nightmare watching those guys. I didn't even get any heat off that habanero, which is crazy. I don't know if it was because I just did all that tincture. I didn't pick up on any of the heat, but the habaneros aren't usually that hot anyway. But that tincture probably nullified the burn from the hot pepper. So it's all good. Yeah, that's true too. But like I said, I did not only did I did the redheaded stepchild, I did a gusher with the Dean Weeper. So I don't think there's anything else I have in the house except for maybe like the double doom, then maybe some 3 million extract in the cabinet that are hotter than what I just did. And like I said, I didn't really pick up on any of the heat off that pepper. I just say I chewed it up really good too. It was in the mouth a lot longer, so I should have picked up on a little bit more of the burn. But that was a trifecta right there. Tink, Gusher, and Pod. So I wish it was right. Well, I'm probably could probably almost guarantee there's probably a rogue habanero in this bag right here. I could probably almost guarantee it. There's always that one, but I will eat it and I will chew it up and I will instantly feel the heat. And that's how it happens sometimes. My upper lip is burning a little bit. Got a little bit of a tingle in the nose. I don't know if that's because if I touched the that napkin off my face. Right? Maybe. If I could eat 10, yeah, but after I just got done doing all the ones I just did, I would have to I probably couldn't try to eat more than what I just did right there. I would have to set it up to where do it on a night where I'm gonna say like I'm gonna see how many of these habaneros I could eat on another night or another stream because I would have to go to the store to get a fresh bag of them so they could be crunchy because these ones are soft. I guess the moisture on these from the being frozen makes them like I don't know. It just takes away from the pepper. I mean, some of them are real gushy. I mean, it makes it easier for them to chew, but they're not like I said. They just don't have the oil in them or anything like that as much as they would if they were fresher. But yeah, all right, I could do that. I'd have to get another bag of them and just go from there like that. Yeah, that won't be a bad stream. See, today's Wednesday. I'll have to wait and see when I could do one. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a Thursday night heat tomorrow, but if I do one, it's probably going to be Sunday or probably go hold off and do one probably next week. Also, it'll be in the coming days. I'll probably do it. It'll be all right. It'll be a good burn. It'll be fun. But the way I've been doing these tinctures, I think I probably eat a good bit of those habaneros out of a bag that come from the store because a lot of them aren't as hot as if you would grow them in the garden. I think some of these pods were grown from the store that I get my hot sauces from close to my job. And the lady, she grows all kinds of peppers. She said she planted some this year. She planted some primatalis. I'm looking forward to get some more of her primatalis. I gave her the seeds for them last year, and she must have just keep on growing. And took some of them out, which is good. Gave her some chocolate primatalis, but I guess they didn't sprout. So it happens. But yeah, it's just yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that next time I come on Boxer. I'll see. I'll make sure I'll have a bag of habaneros. I'll see how many I could eat. I just got to make sure that I'm going to be off the next day. Yeah, I know they're only habaneros, but I mean sometimes they'll make me cramp up if I don't really prep too well. But we'll find out. It's a good idea though. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get going. I'll I'll try to be on for some either tomorrow. If I don't do one tomorrow, I'm gonna try to come on Friday because I got the other big blazing bears soak it in tincture, so it's gonna be like really soft. It'll be pretty good. But Right. Like most of the grocery stores, they'll sell them in they're pre-packaged in a bag. The one store that's down the street from my house, no, sorry, from my job, they sell them loose. And my job sells them loose, but maybe I'll get a few from my job. It makes it a little bit easier. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get going. Gotta take a shower. I'll try to be on either tomorrow or Friday. Tell somebody you love them. I'm Chili Phil, and this is Phil the Burn.